This is one of those days when I feel what they used to call arthritis in my bones. And as a kid, I never understood what older people meant when they said that, but I understand now. But it's a good day. It's a good day. And if this weather keeps, who knows, we might have some flooding. We may have some flooding. I want to thank everybody that's here. This is a great turnout. And we've got some good information and some good news, but it's really good to look around and to see all of you. Izzy Batoka from the County Council is here. Julian Jones from the County Council is here. Our great county executive is here, but she's not going to be introduced just yet. She's going to be introduced properly. And I'm so glad that she is here. We were outside talking for a moment about how important this is for this county and in particular for Turner Station. Now, I want to thank Gloria Nelson, who really needs no introduction for those of you who are part and parcel of this community. I refer to Gloria as the mayor of Turner Station, and Olivia Lomax as her deputy mayor, and Muriel Gray as the governor. Stand up, Muriel. Now I'm okay. I also want to thank Ms. Arkia Wade, who is here, who one day perhaps will be your county council person. We can work that into an endorsement, I think. So today, we are here to announce an important investment of $3.1 million of community project funding for the first phase of addressing the historic flooding here in Turner Station. This funding represents, in many respects, a very important step forward for those of you who have been dealing with this issue for a long, long time. And it is an issue that has gone on. Now, there are very few people in this room, Muriel, maybe you, maybe somebody else, that remembers how this all got started. It was 1954, Hurricane Hazel, which wiped these communities out. There was water coming into every home, 8 feet high, and an erosion process that started because this storm just battered and battered and battered this community. It hit the whole area, but Turner Station got hit the hardest. And I remember Red Cross boats coming up to people's homes and babies being lifted out of the first floor window into canoes and taken away. Well, that flooding and that erosion brought about a process that many years later now is still with us, unfortunately. This month also marks 2 years since the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge, an event that literally and figuratively shook this entire region to its core, but particularly shook Turner Station and Dundalk. It reminded us, and it still does, of how interconnected communities on the shoreline are. And it reminded us also that this whole issue of erosion will continue to get worse unless we are prepared to deal with it. Some of you know even your homes in this community, as a result of that collapse, have structure lines and cracks in the foundation. We've all seen the increase in traffic and big trucks that cannot go through the tunnels. So it's been a real impact. And communities along the water, Turner Station notwithstanding, are still recovering from many of those disruptions. That's why this investment today is so very important, and why it also gets back to a commitment that I made 2 years ago once that bridge collapsed and once we also saw how much erosion was taking place, that we've got to find a way to put together a federal, state, and local effort to deal with it. I've had success working with the previous county executive and the one before that, and we've got a good one now that's going to take it all the way in. I want to bring up Kathy Kosmar, but I just want to make sure that everybody understands that this funding is just the beginning. I will be going back to the Congress that we're in, the 119th, and again in the 120th, if you send me there, to make sure that we continue what we are starting today, and that no other generation of people who get born, live, and grow up here in this community has to deal with it. And you're not seeing the flooding today, but trust me, it is terrible and horrific when it happens. Oh yeah, yes it is. So the federal government and the awarding agencies obviously are going to be looking to make sure that every dollar is used responsibly, and it will be, that there will be transparency, and there will be. And we owe it to the taxpayers and to the families who live here to make sure these funds really produce real and measurable results and impacts that we can talk about later. And so addressing the funding for this particular project in Turner Station, as you know, does not happen on its own. It happens because of a great collaboration between the federal, state, and local partners in getting it all done. And that's why it's such a delight for me to talk about it today, because these dollars will in fact go a long, long way to starting this process and moving us down the road. So it's my honor, it's my pleasure to present the person who needs no introduction. She's our county executive, she's our leader, she's our friend, and she's as committed as we all are to making sure that this beginning continues in a way that Turner Station in particular feels good about it and is able to look back on this day as a start. So please welcome County Executive Kathy Kosmeyer.
Thank you, Mr. Congressman. I am just so proud to be here. You can't imagine. I think it was in the fall. We were here when we pier. Is that right? And a few people mentioned the flooding problem. And at that point, I have to say, our delegate, Metzger, said to me, "We've got to do something." And I was like, well, okay. And I think he would really have been here today to talk about this, because he really always would bring this up to me. But they are in session, so you just can't get up and leave session. They have about 3 more weeks to go. So there may be a little bit of money he might have been bringing back. So I just let you know that we have the state working, the county working, and also the federal dollars are the ones that worked all the way and got the money. So, and I'm just proud to be here with everyone, and it is a historic community that I've always heard about, and I finally came down here in the past few months, and I'm meeting everyone, and the museum's great, the library's great, and I'm happy to be here. But like many other waterfront communities, and we go through the hurricanes and all, and you said the Hurricane Hazel, and what year was that? All right, so you were 6, I think, at that time. I was only 4, but I just remember a hurricane coming, but that's about all I remember. But I do remember Hurricane Isabel and how boats were out, again, trying to help people get through this. So we all know that. But flooding and unsafe conditions should not be a routine. They should not be. Instead, we need to continue to address these issues head-on with new innovations, commitment, and tireless support. In 2023, Baltimore County established the Turner Station Resilience Roadmap to deter flooding and reduce the damages it causes. These efforts have brought together experts, community advocates, leaders like Congressman Mfume, and county executives, and I want to say how grateful I am for his support. But this has not just started with me, and I guess it didn't start with you back in 1964 or 54. But as time goes on, we all get a crack at fixing this problem, and it has been a problem. But I just want to say I'm very proud to join you all today, and I want to celebrate and thank the Congressman for his tireless work delivering over $3 million to this community project funding to keep helping this community. This funding will be used to make needed drainage improvements at critical locations in Turner Station, and future funding will continue to build on these efforts. Let's do all we can to continue the momentum and make this community's future brighter. So let me just say, thank you, Mr. Congressman. I think we need to, everybody, stand up. No. Hey, we couldn't have done it without you. So, and let's keep letters going to the federal government, to Baltimore County, to the state, and let's make it happen that we can get some more money. So thank you.
Good afternoon. Come on, good afternoon. This is a wonderful day, isn't it? Good afternoon. On behalf of the Turner Station community, I want to sincerely thank Congressman Mfume and County Council Kosmeyer for the leadership in securing this $3.15 million investment in flood resiliency for our community. For decades, Turner Station has faced serious flooding that impact upon our homes, our safety, and our quality of life. The funding represents an important first step towards lasting solutions. We are hopeful this investment is just the beginning, and continued support and funding to fully address flooding and strengthen our community. Today marks progress, and we look forward to continuing important work together for the future of this community. Once again, we say thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm a little shorter. I'm Markia Wade, and today is an important day for the Turner Station community. For far too long, residents have dealt with flooding that has impacted homes, streets, and quality of life. It's been the #1 issue raised again and again in community conversations. I've had the honor of serving on the Turner Station conservation teams for over 6 years, and during that time, I have seen firsthand the dedication of residents who refuse to let the issue be ignored. As a community, we have spent countless hours in meetings, completing surveys, and sharing our stories. Over and over again, we made it clear, Turner Station doesn't just need studies, we need investment and implementation. That's why today's announcement of more than $3 million in federal funding is such an important step. We are grateful to Congressman Mfume, a former Turner Station resident, for hearing the voices of our community and responding with action. Thank you. While I was not born here, my connection to Turner Station runs deep through my family's roots, dating back to the 1940s. I often think about my grandfather, Dr. William Wade Sr., who loved this community deeply and dedicated so much of his life to serving it. I know he would be proud to see this moment, a real investment being made in a place that means so much to all of us. Today gives me hope. I hope that when community organizes, speak up, and work together, progress is possible. And I hope that Turner Station will continue to receive the attention and investment it deserves. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Olivia Lomax. I'm a lifelong member. I was born down here on Avondale Road. And just like Kweisi and Mfume, I knew about the flooding from Hurricane Hazel. We still talk about it. But this is a great day. This is a happy day. I feel like shouting and singing because it's been a long time coming. And change is going to come. And we just going to keep hope alive because we have people like Kweisi and Mfume. We have Klaus Meyer here, the county executive, and all of us Turner Station people that will not let this dream die. Miss Risha, you're going to get help. She's right there at zone 0. When it rains and snows hard, she gets hit the hardest. And it's a bunch of them on Pine Street, Day Village, all through the community. We finally have hope. And we can finally say, thank you, Lord, for finally answering our prayer. This comes from us working together, as they said. We will be eliminating mold from the houses, and people's health will be improved. They will no longer have to continuously do things to improve their homes and keep the water from coming in. And possibly, with some legislative help, homeowner insurance for flooding will go down. These are things that this flooding has done to corrupt our community. I have my great-grandbaby here, my granddaughter here. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for the future. Thank you. Thank you so much.